Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the PELE YOETZ as he describes to us what Emunah, what our faith in Hashem really is, and that is believing in something called Hashgacha Pratis, that every little single detail in our life, literally everything, is taken care of and guided by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. PELE YOETZ, and from the mouth of the one above, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, comes all of the bad and all of the good in our lives. Now, really, everything is good, but there are things that look extensively bad in our lives, ostensively bad. Ben habayis bidei shemayim, whether they come to the hands of heaven, ben habayis bidei adam, or whether they come to the hands of man. Whether there is a tornado that rips the roof off somebody's house and leaves them with hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage, that's the hands of heaven. Or somebody else comes along and sideswipes your car and causes you a few $100 or $1,000 worth of damage, or chas v'chalila even could injure a person. Bein habayis bidei shemayim, whether the good or the bad comes to the hands of heaven, or it comes to man's hands, ki harbe shluchim l'makor, there are many messengers that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has. Hein l'tov, hein l'mutav, there are messengers that are going to bring you good things. For example, you'll go for a job interview, you'll meet a boss, you'll find favor in his eyes, and he'll give you the job of a lifetime. Vein l'mutav, and there are things that are negative that are going to happen either in the hands of heaven or the hands of man. You've been working for a company for 21 years, and you thought you had tenure and senior, and you thought that everything was going well, and one day the boss calls you in and says, "Sorry, Charlie, that's the end of the line. We're downsizing and we're going to have to let you go. Have a nice life." So whether it's good or whether it's not so good, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has many different shluchim, he has different messengers that he uses. Keep in mind, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that gives you the power, the abilities to make a living, to amass the wealth. It's not your brains, it's not your genius, it's not your charisma and your savviness. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu making decisions whether or not you're going to prosper. Ki loy l'chachamim lechem. It's not the wise men that get the bread. V'loy l'kalim hameroitz, nor is it the ones that are intellectual that make all the money, which means it's not up to you. HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes you the way that you are. And you can utilize the koichos, the strengths and the talents and the abilities that Hashem has given you. But at the end of the day, your success in this world, in worldly endeavors and matters, is not because of you. It's whether or not HaKadosh Baruch Hu decides that you are going to succeed. There are plenty of people that are brilliant, they are intellectual, they are business savvy and the like, and nevertheless in business they are shlamazels, they never are able to make it and break it big. And there are people that are shlamazels, and they don't have such great brains, and they don't have such savvy, and they're not so intuitive or street smart when it comes to business, and yet they are sitting on mountains of millions and millions of dollars today. Who decides all that? It's all HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This is all part of the Hashgacha Pratis, the way that Hashem runs the world in His precision. I remember years ago there was a story, this must be going back almost 25, 30 years ago, of some silly little girls that were playing in their room one night. They were having a slumber party, and they were playing with different colors of nail polish, and they ended up mixing one color with another, and they came up with orange. And then they put orange nail polish on their nails, and they came to school the next day, and all their friends said, "Wow, look at that orange nail polish," and they did their nails. And one thing led to another. This little 16 or 17-year-old girl who had knew nothing about business or anything, she became a multi-millionaire overnight because she created one of the ugliest nail polish colors of all time, orange, but it somehow found favor in the eyes of the world, and everybody was buying it up and putting it on their nails. It's not because you're smart. It's not because you're savvy. It's because HaKadosh Baruch Hu decides that's how things are going to be. And Hashem has many shluchim, He has many messengers that will help to bring about the success or chalila, the lack of success. It's all based on how HaKadosh Baruch Hu is guiding and running and watching over your life and doing what we call over here true hashgacha pratis, the divine intervention, the personal care and attention that He takes to your life. Have a wonderful day.